Oh, welcome to the famous author, Robyn Allaby. She's going to be joining us in just a minute. Of course, we're having technical difficulties, which always happens, but welcome to the Center of Excellence event for today. We are so excited that you're here. I'd love to see some big waves from everybody right now. Big waves, big waves. Oh, it is so lovely to see everybody. This is making my day for sure. Look at all the beautiful energy. It's Friday. I see the glow sticks. I see so many wonderful students. Miss Tompkins, how many students do you think we have here today?
Oh, we have about 500.
Wow, you guys are part of 500 students watching today. This is amazing. So, the reason why we're here today is because we're celebrating Mental Health Month, and May is Mental Health Month. So, part of the reason why we are offering this beautiful session to teachers and students is because we want to celebrate positive mental health for all of our students, especially our K to 5 kiddos. So I'm going to hand it over to Miss Tompkins, and she is going to intro us into our activity for today. And hopefully I'm going to turn my camera off and see if I can help Miss Allaby arrive. So welcome everybody, and here we go.
Yes, welcome everyone. It's so great to see you. So before we get our author to read her book to us, I don't know if you noticed, if you've had a chance to see the book at all, you'll notice that there was like a little song included in there, and some of you may know it, some of you, maybe it's new for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of learn it. It's very easy to learn. We're going to add some actions. We're going to sing it. I hope you don't mind. I brought my guitar. And then every time we see it in the book, we're going to sing it whenever we notice it in the pages. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get going and learn this song. Wow, we are ready. So, what I'll do is I'm going to share the lyrics so you can see them in the background. And if you're okay with it, I'm going to be there too. Can you see me? Oh, there I am. Look at that magic, right?
You look
Um,
great.
so these are the lyrics kind of this way, right up here. And so you can repeat them after me. I'll make sure I pause, okay? So the lyrics go, this little light of mine, your turn. I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Your turn. Awesome. And you'll notice it kind of repeats.
Oh,
So even if you didn't quite get the
okay.
lyrics the first time, it'll be easy to do.
Bye.
And I will just say, once we sing it, we probably won't say the word going. It's probably going to sound more like gonna. Okay, just so you know. But this was a little course. It's written by Harry Dixon Lowes. And it actually was written, he wrote it for a group of people that were actually, people were not being kind to them. And so he wrote it and they would sing it to really give them hope and to not be discouraged even though people were being mean. And so this is a great little course. If you ever are feeling like that too, just start humming, just start singing, and it's great. So we're gonna add some actions to this too, okay? So this little light of mine, I want you to kind of like almost like or if you have your glow stick, doesn't matter, but if you just hold on, like pretend you've got some light in there. Um, Even a lightning bug, right? I'm gonna hold it. This little light of mine, and then point to yourself, I'm going to let it shine. Something I'm going to do. And again, right? This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, right? This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And then let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We want it to be nice and bright. Even put a little jazz hands in there. You know what I mean? So, are you ready? I'm going to put the music to it. Feel free to belt it out with those actions. Maybe, Janine, you could do the actions while I'm singing so they remember, okay? So, ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Amazing.
I want to hear some claps, please. Can you put on your mic? I want to hear you guys clapping. Oh, look at that.
You guys did awesome.
Well done.
And so
I'm sorry that I came in and sang, but I just had to. My voice isn't very good. It's not as good as Miss Tompkins. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was wonderful. And so we're going to sing that every time we see it in the book. And it's my pleasure to welcome Robyn Allaby. She is a wife, a mom, she's a yogi, so she teaches yoga, knitter, quilter, reader, dancer, kayaker, bread maker, writer, and a past educator, and still an educator today for all of us. She's worked as a high school English teacher, department head, and administrator. She has always believed that her purpose is to inspire others, and she lives with her husband in New Brunswick, Canada, actually in the Fredericton area. And it is our pleasure to welcome our author, and you can put your hands together for Robyn Allaby. Welcome, Robyn.
Thank you so much, Amy. And look at all those beautiful children and all those smiling faces. I am so excited to be able to share my book with you this morning. And I am so glad that you've learned that song and you can help me because we have to sing it 2 or 3 times while we're doing this song and while we're reading this book. So let's start. And this is my book. Where is this light? And you can see that he has a telescope and he's trying to find the light. So let's look on the very first page where it says, this little light of mine. And let's sing that song one more time just to get us ready. And let's do all the actions. So this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Help me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Where is this light, you ask, and I say, it's right inside you, all night and all day. It's not under your bed. It's not out in the shed. It's not behind your pillow or up in the willow. It's not inside your toy box or under your blocks. It's not up on the chair or beside your stuffed bear. It's right inside you. Why? It's because you are special. There are over 6 billion people on this planet. That's a lot. And there's no one exactly like you. Your light is inside you. It's what makes you you. It's your thoughts and ideas and hopes and dreams too. It's what makes you excited and happy and funny and alive. It was what makes you silly and curious and gives you your drive. Your light is also your higher self, your very best you on the very top shelf. It's when you do the right thing, when you are thoughtful and kind. It's when you love with your heart and you lead with your mind. And whenever you think positive I am thoughts, your glow becomes brighter and your little light grows even mightier. How cool is that? I am smart. I am creative. I am kind. I am strong. You get the idea, so continue along. I am imaginative. I am powerful. I am capable. I am funny. You are awesome at this. So keep going, honey. I am happy. I am thoughtful. I am loyal. I am true. You can add your own I ams too, because after all, only you are you. How about this one? I am absolutely amazing. And after all these I ams, I am positively stargazing. When your light shines brightly, you sit a little straighter, you walk a little prouder. Your heart fills with happiness and it beats a little louder. So say your I ams over and over when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, and all day in between. You will always say them right. Think about your light and remember the song. Say it quietly to yourself or sing it right along. This is where I need some help again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Still, it's impossible to feel happy and proud every minute of every day. Sometimes life happens and it gets in your way, and negative self-talk can lead you astray. But you control your thoughts and you can think positive things. And when you do this, it's amazing what life brings. So remember, whenever you are having a down day and you feel sad or angry or frustrated or gloomy or bad, remember your light and the power of I am. It's almost like magic. Abracazam. You'll start to feel better. You'll smile, I promise. Imagine your light and think about this. Whenever you imagine, whatever you imagine, think about and believe, always remember these are things that you can achieve. So dream big. Dream about what you would love to do someday and don't let anything get in your way. Dream about what makes you happy and warm inside. Dream about what makes you smile and fills you with pride. Dream about how much fun you will have living the life you imagine and how exciting it will be to live with such passion. Dream about all the places you'll go and all the things that you will see. It's really fun to dream. Don't you agree? Dream about your dreams and about making them come true. And suddenly your whole world seems shiny and new. And the more you dream, the brighter your light glows. Your little ideas become big ideas. They grow and grow. Dream about all the good things in the world and all your hopes that make you strong. Sing the light song quietly to yourself or sing it right along. Here we go again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. What do you believe? What do you know? It's all about your light. It's all about your glow. You know what's inside you, and you know about your light, and you know what to do, think, do, and say to keep it shining bright. And the best part of all, your light isn't just about you. When your light shines bright, you help others find their light too. So this little light of mine isn't just a catchy tune of rhythm and rhyme. It's a celebration of the light that's inside all of us, and we can sing it anytime. It's a dance party for who you are today and who you'll grow up to be as you believe in your dreams and make them come true. You'll see. So everybody, I need you to help me really strong and loud. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Amazing. Can we give Robyn a hand? What a great book. What a great job helping her sing that along, everyone. Amazing. Um, so right now we actually have an opportunity. What an amazing story. Great song. Is there anything that you're wondering? Is there anything that you would like to ask Robyn? So teachers, if you're able, you can simply put a question in the chat and Robyn has a few minutes to answer some of these. But Robyn, as they're kind of maybe getting some of those questions ready, I'm wondering if you could talk about where did you come up with like so this particular song and this book, where did you come up with the idea?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. That's a good question. I have two children and they're grown-ups now. I have a boy and a girl, but they're adults. And in fact, I even have a grandson who's 3. But when my daughter was about your age, she was just in elementary school, and she came home one day and some other girls were being mean to her. And she was really sad and she was angry and she didn't want to go back to school the next day. And I was talking to her and trying to make her feel better. And she said, Mommy, I'm just going to be mean back to them. And I said, no, sweetheart, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to take the high road. When other people are unkind or mean, we're not going to be like that. We're going to be what's inside us. We're just going to be nice and polite back to them. And if they're still mean, that's their problem. And we had a really nice little talk, I thought. And then, when we were all done, I said, sweetheart, do you have any questions for Mommy? And she looked at me and she said, Mommy, I just don't get where this road is that you keep talking about. And I realized then, of course, how literal children are. And she thought I meant a road that you drove on the street, on your bikes or on your trikes or in a car with mom and dad. And of course, the high road, it's a figurative meaning. It's not really a road. It's just up here in our head. And it means when we do the right thing. And so that was when she was a little girl. And then 7 or 8 years ago, I had an opportunity to go to Arizona, and I was at a workshop with a man called Jack Canfield. He wrote books called Chicken Soup. And maybe your mummies and daddies or Grammys and Grampies or the big people in your life know those books. They're lovely. And I had a really wonderful workshop with him for a whole week, and I kept hearing that song, This Little Light of Mine, in my head. How can I be my best self? What can I do to help other people shine their light? And I remembered about my daughter saying, Mommy, where is that high road? And it helped me realize, and I thought, we need to teach children that their light isn't outside of them, out there somewhere. It's inside them. It's in their head and it's in their heart. So I came up with the idea for the book, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for inviting me today, and thank you for helping me sing that song to make the book come alive.
Oh, that's just beautiful. Thank you, Robyn. We had a question from the north, from Jody Soby's class. They were wondering how long it took you to write this book.
That's a really good question. I had the idea in my head. In fact, I was sitting by a pool in Arizona in my bathing suit, and it was really hot. And I almost always have a book and a piece of paper, a pen beside me. And the idea, this little light of mine, popped in my head. And I thought about my daughter, and I grabbed my book and I started jotting down the rough idea. And so I wrote, sort of some notes. How can I teach children that the light is inside them, not outside of them? And then I flew home from Arizona and I thought about it. And over the next 3 weeks, I picked it up and put it down, and I picked it up and I put it down, and I kind of roughed out my first draft of the book. But then, you know what? I didn't do anything with it for a whole year. I kind of put it on the back shelf, and I did 300 hours of teacher training to become a yoga instructor. And I was still working at Fredericton High School, and I had children and, busy things going on. But that idea just kept nigging away in my brain. And so then I dug it out again 2 years ago, and I decided, you know what? I think we need to get this book published, and I think we need to share it with children. So it was a process. That's a really good question. Sometimes things don't happen overnight. It takes time, and sometimes it's a really good idea to leave it on a shelf for a little while and just think about it and then come back. And every time I would come back to it, I think I made it a little bit better. And so that process of just working away and being patient and persevering, that's a big word, but it means keeping at it. So thank you. That's a
Yes.
great question.
Great. We have just two quick ones, and they're kind of related, so I'm going to put them together. One's from Lorraine Stewart's class from the West and Mr. John Bauer's class from the East. And so they've asked, have you written other books, and are you working on another book?
Really good question. Thank you very much. Yes, I've written another book, and it actually kind of came out of this book. So my second book is called The Big Book of I Ams. Oh, there, Miss Tompkins has it right there, The Big Book of I Ams. Thank you. And in this book, when we read the pages about, I am happy, I am loyal, I am smart, all of those things that I am kind of came out of the first book. And I thought, I taught high school kids for 37 years. I worked with them, and it really made me sad sometimes when big kids, bigger than you, they would always default to negative things, and they'd say, I'm not smart. I'm not good in math. I'm not very athletic. I'm not good at music. And it used to make me
Mm,
really sad because there were so many wonderful, wonderful things. And instead of celebrating all those wonderful things I am, they would default to the one or two or three things that they weren't. And I thought, how can we teach children when they're your age, when they're young, to default in their brains to celebrate and be happy about all of the things that I am? So that's called The Big Book of I Ams. That's where that came about. And that came out last June. So I was really excited. It's a little bit hard to publish books during a pandemic, but I am so excited that now we're back in schools and I can read to you in person. I went to a school in Oromocto last week and was really excited to read
yes.
in person. And I'm going to read in a library this summer in Cambridge Narrows. So that will be really fun. And I'm really excited to be able to read to you online today. So thank you so much for sharing this time with us.
Thank you so much, Robin. Appreciate that. I hope that inspires you, some of you, to write some of those stories that are inside of you too. Um, so at this time, teachers, you can feel free to take a couple of moments. You can turn your light off. We're going to do a glow stick activity. If you already have them, that's fine. You can still do it with us. But if you haven't broken yours yet either, you can keep it for this moment. If you already have, that's okay. But we're going to talk about what this kind of symbolizes, and hopefully you can wear it for the rest of the day. So you can turn your lights off. So these will really glow if you'd like. And then what we're going to do in a second is we're actually going to repeat some of those I am sentences that were in Robyn's amazing book. And as we say those together, we're going to break her glow sticks. And the reason we're going to do that is because every time we kind of say those I ams, out loud and inside of our hearts, what we're doing is we're making our light brighter. And that's going to help other people around us too. It's so amazing. So, a glow stick in your hands, I'm just kind of looking. I see some people have them. If you've already broken them and you're wearing them, you can still do it along with us because you're already shining. Okay, so that's okay. I'm going to put those words right up here. All right. And so we're going to count down. Maybe you could show me 3 fingers, wherever you are, 3 fingers. We're going to count down from 3 to 1, and then we're going to start. So I'm going to say it, and I'll let you repeat it, okay? And so I'll make a pause. And so maybe, Robyn, would you mind doing the echo?
Absolutely.
Yes, okay. Or would you like to lead it, and I'll do the echo? I should have
No,
asked.
you can lead and I'll do the echo. That would be wonderful. Thank
Okay,
you.
so you're going to be reading those along with Robyn, our author, okay? So 3, 2, 1. I am smart.
I am smart.
I am creative.
I am creative.
I am kind.
I am kind.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am capable.
I am capable.
I am imaginative.
I am imaginative.
I am funny.
I am funny. Ha ha ha.
I am happy.
I am happy.
I am loyal.
I am loyal.
I am thoughtful.
I am thoughtful.
I am true.
I am true.
Let's see those glow sticks glowing. Yay! And they got brighter as we said it. You can practice those. Teachers too, if you want to give out the extension so they could wear them. I see some amazing glow stick bracelets too. You can wear them all day long to remind you of those. And yeah, we want to thank you for being with us. We want to thank Robyn for her amazing story and inspiration. And we hope that you've had an amazing time with us this morning. We hope that you're ready to shine your light bright today. Janine, back to you.
Thank you so much, Miss Tompkins and Miss Allaby. Robyn, that was unbelievable. We love to hear the story, but also love to hear where the story came from. And I love to see the glow sticks because there is so much light. I can feel the light coming through the camera. It's absolutely amazing. So like Miss Tompkins said, we hope that you wear your bracelets or even have the glow stick near you today. So when someone says, "What do you have that for?" you can say, "This is my light, and I have a light inside me." So thank you so much from the Center of Excellence for Health. Thank you for our live author read from Robyn Allaby. Thank you, Ms. Tompkins. This has been absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed Friday. And please, teachers, there's going to be lots more events coming from us. So certainly keep your eyes peeled and have the most beautiful day. It's sunny. It's warm. We're almost getting to that really, really warm weather. So enjoy, get outside and get active and celebrate today, Mental Health Month, and go home and tell your parents about your light. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. My heart is very, very happy. Thank you.